Good morning. Good morning and welcome. It's Corporate Governance Platform brought to you by the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN. I am Funmi Omoburiwo. ICSAN is a member of the Corporate Secretaries International Association, CSIA, a Hong Kong registered global organization dedicated to developing and growing the study and practice of secretaryship to improve professional standards, the quality of governance practice, and to improve organizational performance. On the program this morning, we're going to be looking at sound framework for risk management and internal control system. Sound framework for risk management and internal control system. All right, that's exactly what we're going to be looking at on the program this morning. Okay, and our guest this morning is Mr. Banjo Owoye, FCIS Company Secretary, Deluxe Residences Limited. Good morning, Mr. Owoye.
Good morning, and good morning to our listeners.
All right, and also right here is Mr. Kayode Ketefe, Head of FCIS, Head of Research, ICSAN. Good morning, Mr. Ketefe.
Good morning, Funmi. Good morning, our listeners. It's always my pleasure to be here.
All right, so we're going to take this message and we'll be right back.
Hey, Obinna, good to see you. You look so worried. Is everything all right? I'm having serious issues in my company. Balancing the interest of my company's many stakeholders like shareholders, management, customers, financiers, government, and community is giving us a problem. That has to do with corporate governance. Exactly. Then, you need to get in touch with ICSAN. ICSAN? Yeah, Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria. ICSAN. They provide you with seasoned and top-ranking professionals trained to uphold the standards of corporate governance and efficient operations. You can also get in touch with ICSAN if you want to become a chartered secretary and administrator. Contact ICSAN by visiting the website www.icsan.org or call 009 06 601 69. ICSAN, the hub of governance professionals.
All right, like I said earlier, we're looking at sound framework for risk management and internal control system. All right, Mr. Owoye, let's look at it. What is risk management?
Thank you very much. Generally, the belief is that a company is supposed to do well in business, but there are many factors that threaten this objective. So risk management is that process of identifying, assessing, and controlling the threats to the company's good performance. Most companies are doing business, but you find cases where they face threats to their businesses because of so many factors. These factors can be from various areas of business. It can be in the form of financial uncertainties, it can be legal liabilities, it can even be management errors, it can be accidents or natural disasters. And even these days, you see cases of IT security threats and data theft. So in summary, I would say risk management is the practice of identifying potential risks to a business in advance, analyzing those risks, and taking precautionary steps to reduce them, to cut them, to mitigate those risks. It is being proactive. So in a company, one has to be proactive to manage risk. So it is being proactive and not reactive. Thank you.
Let's look at the relevance of risk management to corporate governance.
Yes, the relevance. Risk management has a major role to play in corporate governance. As we know, corporate governance refers to that process, the structures put in place by a business to manage its affairs properly. So risk management is also a process aimed at ensuring best corporate practice. It's a process put in place to ensure the overall aim of good governance. In other words, risk management is put in place to ensure, to ascertain, to ensure that good corporate governance is put in place in a company. It's the essence It is the in essence, it is the corporate. It is to ensure good governance of the organization by putting in place the right processes. It's one of, as we said, risk management is one of those processes an organization must put in place to support and achieve good corporate governance. We can safely say that effective risk management is one of the essential components, an essential process of good governance practice. Without effective risk management, the truth is that good governance, good corporate governance will ultimately fail. If a corporation, if a company does not put in place effective risk management framework, the practice of good governance, the good governance practice in that company would ultimately fail in the end. Thank you very much.
Okay. Now, what are the downsides of not getting risk management function right in an organization? It's one thing to look at risk management, then getting it right is another thing. What really are the downsides of not getting it right?
Thank you very much. This is about, in other words, we're talking about what are the consequences of failure of risk management. One of the consequences, the one consequence is poor governance, where a company that is out to ensure good governance, when they don't put in place proper risk management framework, the ultimate result will be poor governance. The company will fail in its good governance operations. As mentioned earlier, effective risk management is one of the processes required in corporate governance. So when they fail in risk management process, in their risk management procedures, corporate governance will also fail. Even the Nigerian Code of Corporate Governance specifically makes provision for risk management. So it is essential. It's an essential component of corporate governance, and if it fails, corporate governance will fail. Another consequence is the organization will be at a risk of taking reckless decisions, because when they don't consider their risk properly, when they don't consider those risks effectively, they end up taking some wrong decisions, which can put the corporation into trouble in future. So, and when this happens, you see companies facing issues like penalties and fines from government. Their customers become dissatisfied. Even sometimes the products they put out fail, and in some cases, ultimately they just run down. The company will just fold up, as we see in the cases of Enron and WorldCom and so on. What happens is that when you don't put in place risk management functions, when you don't put in place proper risk management functions, when it fails, then the ultimate possibility is that company may eventually fold up. It will lead to corporate collapse. Thank you.
Okay. Now, talking about that code which you mentioned, one of its provisions is that the board should obtain and review periodically relevant reports to ensure the ongoing effectiveness of the company's risk management framework. Let's look at why this requirement is necessary.
Okay. Normally, when a review is done, when an appraisal is done, the objective is to check how the process or system is performing, whether it's performing optimally or not. And if it's not performing optimally, recommendations are put in place, steps are put in place to improve performance. Basically, the reason for this requirement of periodic check is to ascertain the effectiveness of the company's risk management framework from time to time. When there's a need to implement a change or adjustment in the process for optimal performance, that periodic check would make it evident. The periodic check will therefore check, as in when you do the periodic check, you will see all those gray areas, all where you are lacking behind in your risk management framework, and you can make some corrections, some adjustments to ensure effectiveness of the company. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Banjo Woye, for that. All right, Mr. Ketefe, let me come back to you for some announcements.
Thank you very much, Fumi. The first announcement today is on the forthcoming ICSAN Company Secretaries and Registrars Forum. This is to inform our members, company secretaries, registrars, practitioners in corporate secretarial practice, and other stakeholders that the ICSAN 2021 Company Secretaries and Registrar Forum will hold on Thursday, 4th of March 2021 at 11 a.m. prompt. The theme of this event is Managing Unclaimed Dividends and Unutilized Funds in Dormant Bank Accounts in Nigeria. Issues, options, and way out. Managing unclaimed dividends and unutilized funds in dormant bank accounts in Nigeria. Issues, options, and way out. In deference to the new normal foisted by COVID-19 pandemic, the mode of participation will be virtual method. The link will be sent to participants upon confirmation of payment. The schedule of participation fee is as follows. Members, 20,000 naira. Non-members, 25,000 naira. Students, 10,000 naira. Please note that the early bird registration rate for the forum, which has started from January 28, will last till February 15, 2021. This will fetch a discount of 10% on the participation fee. Come and register early to take advantage of this discount. There are still 5 days for you to enjoy this discount. Please also note that participation at this forum attracts 5 credit points. This year, the forum aims at exposing participants to issues on unclaimed dividends and its challenges. It will be an interactive program facilitated by seasoned technocrats, experienced and skilled professionals. It promises to be a value-adding program. We look forward to receiving you and your nominations. For more information on this, please call Florence on 080-323-69-300. 080-323-69-300. Thank you very much. Yeah. The second announcement is on June 2021 exam examination. This will remind all our students and other interested stakeholders that the registration for June 2021 exam professional examination has started and it is still ongoing. Come and register now and start preparing for your examination in the quest of becoming a chartered secretary and administrator. Besides, you can also register as a student and later register for any direct examination at your convenient time. Registration as a student is always ongoing. We also want to inform our students that the lecture for the said June 2021 diet has since commenced. It started on January 38, 2021 and is still ongoing. For more information on issues relating to examination and registration as a student, please call this number 080-90-660-169. 080-90-660-169. Thank you and have a pleasant day.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Kayode Ketefe. And also, let me say a big thank you to you, Mr. Banjo Owueye, FCIS, Company Secretary, Deluxe Residences Limited. Thank you so much for joining us on the program this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and also to you, Mr. Kayode Ketefe.
My pleasure always.
FCIS Head of Research, ICSAN. My name is Funme Omoburiwo. Corporate Governance Platform returns next week, Wednesday, 10:15 a.m. right here on ECO 89.7 FM. Good morning once again and enjoy the rest of the day.